Last May, the Cincinnati Zoo had to shoot and kill a gorilla by the name of Harambe after a child fell into his enclosure, and many thought that the gorilla posed a threat to the child. Now, fast forward to months later, and many on the internet are still creating memes that the Cincinnati Zoo is not too happy about, and we now understand why. Now, I'm going to get to those memes in just a second, but if the memes are something that you've come across and you did not find them offensive, also consider the fact that now there are events on Facebook encouraging people to jump off bridges in honor of Harambe. Now, these events are posted and created and meant to be a joke, but some are not too happy about it. So I'm going to give you a few examples. There's one that says, jump off the Harbor Bridge for Harambe, jump off Telstra tower for Harambe. We don't encourage suicide, so that's kind of letting people know this is just a joke.
Well, they had to add that later because they were starting to worry that the people were taking it seriously. I'm glad at least they were worried about it.
Yeah, and so people were also tweeting about it. Lucas Zelasco says, we were just invited to mass suicide bridge jump for Harambe on Facebook. Should I RSVP for anyone else? So later on, the creators of these pages posted messages indicating, hey, you know what, this is just a joke. Please don't take this seriously. This is crazy. We don't want anyone to take their own lives as a result of what happened to Harambe. But what's equally disturbing to me is just the number of racist memes that emerged from this tragic story of a gorilla getting shot and killed at the Cincinnati Zoo. So I want to show you a few of those examples. These are the memes that eventually convinced the Cincinnati Zoo to delete their Twitter and Facebook pages. So let's fast forward to graphic 40. I want to show you some of these examples. Now, I also want to note that there were some lighthearted memes as well, but there were plenty of these memes. Another unarmed African American shot dead. Let's show you another example. They shot my husband. And
that's a real person. Okay, that's so nice of them to do that.
I think that's Gabourey Sidibe, but I could be wrong.
I'm not sure.
Here's another example. What y'all think would have happened to this gorilla? Rest in peace, Harambe. And then let's show you another example. Remember that kid that jumped into the gorilla tank? This is him. Feel old yet?
Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Really funny.
And then let's give you guys one more. All gorilla lives matter.
Okay. So BuzzFeed explains that 4chan started at least the bridge jumping stuff. And so I at that point, I hadn't read into the racist Harambe memes yet. But as Anna can attest to, I predicted it. I was like, let's look into this because I bet that I would be surprised if people didn't take this in a racist direction. And of course they did. And so, okay, guys, look, I know that some people think racism is really funny, probably because they never suffered it. So they never got denied a house. They never got charged so much more money for financing. So whether it was financing a car or a house, and even though they're poor, they have to pay an extra penalty. They never dealt with that, so they think it's hilarious. And family members never got shot. So haha, it's really funny. I mean, I can go on and on, right? Okay. And I know why they did the bridge jumping thing. It's not like the joke was lost on us. I get it. What you're saying is people are overly emotional about Harambe, and hey, why don't you calm down over it? And I get it. We'll tease you that we should all commit mass suicide because this issue is so important. Okay. Look, we covered the Harambe story, and a lot of people were really upset about it. And I said, I wish they hadn't shot the gorilla, but if it was my kid, I probably would have asked them to take the shot, right?
I think most people with their children would have asked for the same
right.
thing. Yeah.
And at the same time, people got on me for that, etc. But what we're asking you on this show, sometimes with some success, but oftentimes not much success, is for everybody to calm down and try to respect each other a little bit. I know sometimes we feel like we're fighting against the windmills here, and people online, they get a big kick out of making fun of other people and demeaning them, and think like they're so clever. It's like, I'm the first one to think of a racist meme. I'm so clever. And, look, I don't mean to, even though some of these guys are clearly racist, or maybe they're not, they just think racism is freaking hilarious, which, by the way, is another form of racism, right? Like, hey, make fun of all the stuff that's really causing giant problems in your life, or might have even cost someone in your family's life, but I don't care about you at all, so I'll make fun of you for that. Well, okay, I don't know what you call that. I don't know if that's racism or if you're just being a dick, right? And I know that some of the younger guys, they think being a dick is so funny. God, I was so mean to that person. I'm the funniest person because I'm such an asshole. Yeah, and maybe it is for that split second, but to you. But it isn't to other people. We're asking you to think about that. But then I guess we're social justice warriors because we actually care about other human beings. And
I know, it's disgusting.
It's disgusting and unacceptable. What you should do is just push other people around and demean them and try to hurt them.
Yeah.
Because that's the decent thing to do.
Yeah, I proudly will wear that label. I love being a social justice warrior. I'd rather be a social justice warrior than a piece of fucking shit. Okay? How about that?
So now they'll say, oh, no, you guys don't understand. Social justice warrior isn't people who actually care about justice. They're the ones who are overly emotional and stuff. Like pushing people and pushing them, and then going, whoa, what are you getting so emotional for? I got you because I was such a dickhead to you and that you reacted in an emotional way. I think that you think it's proving something that it's not proving, right? You think, again, you're being so smart by being such dicks to people, but you're not. That's not a smart thing to do. It's not a particularly clever thing to do. It's just a dick thing to do. I hope you grow up one day, and I don't mean like I'm not trying to be better than people, but I say, oh, well, you guys are immature and I'm so mature. I make stupid jokes all the time. I make immature jokes all the time. But I try not to hurt other people while doing it. I don't think that's too much to ask for.
I don't think that's too much to ask for. And look, I've come to the realization that the people who get that rise out of, attacking others, putting other people down, those are miserable people, right? They're not happy people. And so this is how they get joy in their life. And I feel like if you see memes like that, or if you see people getting attacked, or if you will sit back and have no emotion when you see unarmed individuals getting shot and killed, well then, look, you're a sociopath, right? And so I feel bad for you more than anything, right? And so if you want to attack me for being overly emotional or for passionately, defending those who are defenseless, then go ahead, you can attack me all you want. But am I saying that I'm better than you? I guess I'm going a little further than you are. Yeah, I'm fucking better than you, okay? Much better than you. You are garbage, okay? If you get a rise out of attacking the powerless, you're garbage. And you can call me a social justice warrior. You can call me whatever the fuck you want. At this point, I don't give a shit, okay? That's it. That's who I am, and it is what it is.
So it's not a matter of being better that somebody's richer, more famous, whatever. No, it's a matter of who's more decent to other human beings. And if you think that's a funny standard, like who would want to be decent to other human beings? Well, then you should proudly wear your label as sociopath. You should say, yeah, I'm a sociopath. I get a real kick out of not caring about anybody else in humanity. And so, congratulations, okay? And so for the people, let me end on this note, who are upset by all this. Anna's right? So they're trying to get a rise out of you, and they're making fun of you for actually caring about whether it's Harambe or other living creatures or other human beings, other races. Don't let them get under your skin too much, because remember, their main joy is to cause grief to other people. Boy, how much does their life suck? So no matter how low you get with whatever their situation is, think about that guy sitting somewhere whose only joy in life is to try to make other people miserable. It doesn't really get much worse than that. So when you're down, think about that poor son of a bitch whose only joy in life is meanness and causing pain to others.
Right.
And at least you're not in that situation. God, who'd want to be that idiot?